Welcome to Let's Hug It Out, the debate show where we argue the most important and serious topics ever, from virtual hugs to dogs versus cats. Jesus Christ. Lock it down, Roberto. Lock it down. To dogs versus cats, to best fast food when you're drunk. Nothing is out of bounds as long as in the end, everybody hugs it out. I'm your host, Roberto Raad. Today, our topic is, will aliens kill us when they arrive? Or kill us or harm us. Could go either one. I have two amazing guests who I will introduce in a moment. But first, I want to tell you to please follow me on Instagram at Let's Hug It Out Podcast. We're also available on YouTube, on Buzzsprout, on Apple, on Spotify. Let's Hug It Out Podcast with Roberto Raad. Find us on all your basic podcast platforms. Our guests today are Ryan and Cody LeBoeuf, filmmaker brothers who have created shorts and features such as The Dealer, The Beast, and Vienna and the Phantom, starring Dakota Fanning. Ryan and Cody, what's up, guys?
Hello. Hello there.
Hello. All right, and we also have Zach Blu, both a writer and an illustrator of comic books and creator of the comic book Cheetah Man. Zach, what's up, buddy?
I'm living the dream.
Guys, what's up? What's been going on? Ryan and Cody, you've almost got like a heart, but with your shared earbuds.
It's the
right, Zach. Do you see what I'm saying? Like
American
a little heart.
It is. V. You see with the American flag in the middle to show our patriotism.
Yeah, you guys have you been brothers all your lives?
Almost. There was a brief time in the early '90s where we weren't, but
yeah, but then. And Zach, you're by Zach. This is almost unfair for you. It's 1 against 2. I hope you brought your
Listen,
A game.
I have the puppies. I have Cthulhu. I got all I need.
Did you paint that behind you?
I did.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cthulhu. I always used to think it's Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. It's kind of like it's very guttural.
Yeah. Cody, you're growing your beard out real nice. I like that.
Oh, thank you. I guess I'm just lazy about it, really.
What you got living in there?
Got some birds over here, a little nest going.
Feed them. Birds, some nests. Feed them. So, you guys, aliens. That is the topic of the day.
That's why I have my.
What are your stances?
I'm wearing a tinfoil hat for the listeners out there in the world. To keep the alien waves from infiltrating my brain and stealing my arguments.
Okay.
Like Joaquin Phoenix in Signs.
Yes, I like Signs. Do you guys like
Signs?
I love them.
I love Signs.
Signs is pretty good.
Where do you put that on the M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong list of great movies of his?
Right at the top. I think that and The Village.
It's one of the top 5.
They're my favorite. That and The Village are my favorite. Even though The Sixth Sense is kind of arguably his best.
Really, you're gonna put that above I See Dead People? Really?
I put Sixth Sense as number 1.
Sixth Sense, wow. Unbreakable, Last Airbender.
Last Airbender.
You're just trolling us at this point. Get the hell out of here. Last Airbender. What do you? Wow. That sign starts off with the crops, right? They discover the crop circles.
Right away. Well, it starts off with Mel Gibson waking up because he hears the little girl screaming outside.
Okay. Wow, you really know this movie.
Oh, very well.
We watch Signs a lot of times.
It's a favorite movie to put on and just kind of like chill out and fall asleep to because it's just got such a great atmosphere about it.
It's a real sign of the times.
Real sign of the times.
It's terrible.
We know it almost as well as we do Last Airbender.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Classic.
What? Wait, no. I've never seen The Last Airbender. I don't think I ever will.
No, it's not any good.
You don't need to see that.
Yeah.
What's the one with the
no devil?
What's the one with the trees?
With
the plants with the Happy with Mark Wahlberg.
That's a hell of a thing.
I love Mark Wahlberg, but that's easily his worst movie and worst performance, right?
Mark Wahlberg?
Does he have a movie where like trees are just getting more and more dense and they're coming at you?
That's his
was
next
that tree there the other day? I don't remember that tree being there.
That's Martin's there
seems to be more trees.
Yeah,
a new tree, a fully grown tree in the yard. Ron Howard.
I feel like I'm kind of dressed to go out into a cornfield and find some crop circles myself with this outfit I got going on here.
Or make some crop circles.
Right? If you get some
dirty
some ski shoes.
Do you guys believe in crop? When they discover crop circles, do you guys believe that that's legit, or do you think it's man-made?
I think it depends.
I
on the,
think
on the
the
symbol.
aliens are absolutely coming down, and they're setting coordinates so that they know, so that they can map the planet, right?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Is it? Are you a believer in the monolith? Although didn't that get debunked? Isn't it like just
Okay,
some,
so they had the monolith in Utah, and then it
and then they had it
disappeared. And then
and
another
then they had
one
it in
popped
Romania.
up in like Romania, yeah.
Yeah, it was Romania. And what
There
happened?
Was,
But it got
in 2001, there was a guy who popped up one of these monoliths in somewhere in like Boston, maybe in a park.
oh really?
in the year 2001.
In the year 2001, they popped up a monolith.
Oh, to
thought you were
celebrate
talking about the
2001
movie.
Space
To
Odyssey.
celebrate
That's
Scene
pretty
in
great.
2001.
I don't remember that. That really happened. So wait, this is
Yeah, and so they think it's that guy, but I could be totally bullshit.
I haven't read that. So this is so the monolith thing has happened before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that's
Wow.
for sure. It's happened before. But these monoliths would sometimes look more like the one from 2001.
Yeah,
Oh.
I feel like the one they found in Romania had like etchings from what was that movie with Bruce Willis? Oh, The Fifth Element. Remember those little? Those are like little mini
Oh
monoliths.
yeah,
if
they
you
had a
remember.
little. Yeah. I think the one they found recently had a carving of Chris Tucker's face from The Fifth Element on it.
That's like Chris Tucker's best role.
Yeah, I mean
That
it's
was
one
his
of-
golden age of Chris Tucker.
It's on obviously Friday is up there, but and
Oh yeah, Friday
And
and
he
Rush
did
Hour.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Nothing ever again.
that's true. Yeah, I'd love for.
Oh,
I
and
love
Jackie
Chris
Brown.
Tucker.
He's great in Jackie Brown in that small.
That's
thing.
true.
Oh my God, he's amazing in Jackie Brown. That's a
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I want to see
So-
Chris Tucker in more alien movies.
Right, he
Alien
only has
besides-
one.
films.
Yeah, he only has The Fifth Element. That's the only alien movie that Chris Tucker is actually in.
But he knocked
So let's
it out
get
of
to our
the
debate, or
park,
else
man.
we're gonna end up just
Just
bullshitting all
talk about
night.
these movies.
My editors right now is just like, oh God, please get to the topic, please. All right, so the topic of tonight is: will aliens destroy us if they arrive, or will they kill us? Will they harm us? Ryan and Cody, what's your stance?
It's a hard one to say because it's such a crazy hypothetical, but I think it's possible. And I was reading a lot about what Carl Sagan's widow believes, and she actually believes that, or she hopes. I don't know if she believes, but she hopes that that if alien life forms do finally make contact with us, they'll be at such a evolutionary point that
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll be at such an evolutionary point when this meeting happens that that they'll be past the point of killing each other and being violent and recognizing the rarity and preciousness of life in the cosmos, and we would be able to share that appreciation with one another. That's a very hopeful way to think about it. But
So erring on the side of leaving us the fuck alone is what that sort of translates to.
Right. Well, and the idea is also theoretically that if you're able to master space travel and travel through the stars and extraordinary distances and use revolutionary energy technology to come all the way here, because some people imagine that aliens might want to enslave humans, which is possible.
Turn us into
Depends on the
batteries.
alien.
Yeah.
Turn us into batteries.
But if they got all the way here, I feel like if they had the means to get all the way here, they would only enslave us probably for work or for, like mining an asteroid or some crazy shit. But they would probably have better technology that would work better than human beings ever could.
Yeah. So what would they even need us for? I mean, we'd be like ants to them.
Right. It's not really a good investment on their end if they actually wanted to enslave, actually get any work done.
If they have the technology to find us, why would they? I mean, unless they're on a planet destroying mission.
Right, and it depends on what sort of emotions these aliens are capable of. We were actually the other night we were watching an episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog, which is this great Cartoon Network show from like 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, like somewhere around there. And it was an episode where there were all these robots on some robot planet, and they're all hell bent on like the whole point of being a robot is to take over another world and enslave their kind. and they send Robot Randy, who's the robot character that we follow, down to Earth, and he enslaves our main character's Courage and his owners, and he makes them build monuments in his likeness and pyramids and stuff. But then you find out that really he's just a little sweetheart, and he actually doesn't want. He actually doesn't want to enslave humans. He actually wants to whittle and carve little reindeer. And once Courage the dog realizes this, he's able to reach a point with Robot Randy or like an understanding where it's like, oh, it's okay to feel these things, and you don't need to enslave other people to feel important. You just need to do the thing that you love to do, and if it makes other people feel happy too. Now let's just say that's if these aliens that come down are capable of these kind of emotions, or if their emotions are billions of years more advanced than that, or not as advanced as that. So who's to say?
And okay, Zach, you're going to be taking the opposite stance. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, okay, genocide, okay, war, famine, nuclear war.
Your favorite topics, your bedtime, what you think about before you fall asleep at night. Go on.
This flashes through my eyes every time I close them. In my mind's eye, I think of these things. And I think, what would happen if mankind were to be unleashed into the cosmos, into the intergalactic community? If we got access to some of this alien tech, we would destroy reality. The aliens that are out there, if they were to find them, they have a moral imperative to wipe us out entirely. Okay?
Why would they have a moral imperative?
They must. If they were to discover us, if they find us, they must find a way to wipe us out, every last human being. Because if we get out there, we would cause so much more chaos in the galaxy.
They would have,
okay, that's one way. They should kill us, right? That's
they would have to have a deep knowledge of our history to know that.
Oh, well, I mean, these guys traveled across. They probably are telekinetic. They probably don't even speak anymore. So they probably do some kind of Vulcan mind meld to the planet, and they know. And they've been abducting us and experimenting and probing and alien, all kinds of weird stuff, like impregnating women with alien human hybrids, and then the baby gestates for 8 months, and then they get abducted again, baby's gone. Okay? So we know they know a lot about us.
Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you right there. Okay, I just realized. Jesus, this has gone off the rails, and right quick, and rightfully so. Look. At the end of the day, I'm a terrible moderator. You know what I mean? I'm just not a. I'm too fucking loosey goosey for this
real
shit.
Chris
I'm
Wallace.
not. Yeah, I'm a real God. I'm like, go ahead, Trump, interrupt as much as you want. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I like the cut of your jib. Nobody says that anymore. The cut of your jib.
And they should.
I like it, kid.
Maybe with Joe Biden.
Let me lay out the rules of the debate. Not that it matters even the slightest, but you're each going to be given 2 minutes, even though you've just taken like 5 each. That's fine. To state your case. After which point we will proceed back and forth between the two of you. I expect you to allow your opponent time without interruption. But if you have to interrupt them, then so be it. We're going to switch halfway through.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Would you
No. We're going to switch halfway through, and you guys are going to argue the opposing sides. Winner is decided by our audience, who will tell us via social or some method who won the old debate. And I'm going to be asking you some questions in between. So you guys have stated your case. So I'm going to ask you guys a quick question. Are we alone?
No.
Ryan and Cody, you have 1 minute.
Absolutely not.
No, there's probably really, I mean, there is a way we are, but really it's like I would say personally, there's like a 99.9% chance that we're not alone.
And I mean, this is like common knowledge these days, but everyone knows that there are hundreds of billions of trillions of zillions of stars out there, and then around each of those stars is at least one or two planets. So you got to think, this. I mean, for sure.
If there are more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth, the odds are there's probably at least one other planet out there. Maybe five.
Unless we're real special.
Right.
And this is it. This might just be it.
Okay.
I'm going to say yes. Or no, I'm going to say no, we're not one.
And I would guess that a large majority of the life out there are like little single-celled organisms, little bacterial things that don't have sentience really, but
boneless scavengers.
Boneless scavengers that don't even know that they're doing their thing. But there's some other places out there that probably have things like us.
Okay. All right, Zach, are we alone?
Well, we are born alone. And we will die alone. But if you're asking me if there are aliens floating around in space, oh yeah. This universe is teeming. Even on this one planet, life has spawned so many times trying to evolve into crabs. So absolutely out there, on maybe even in this solar system, like under the surface of Mars or in the moon, deep inside of the moon.
Have we, Zach, been visited yet on this planet?
Oh, yeah. Oh, all the time. I was living out on Flamingo once a couple of years ago, and I was standing out on my balcony, and I saw some big hunk of metal. I couldn't see. It was kind of shiny, and
it wasn't a car wreck. It was
floating over the city, over the campus, just floating there.
What was it shaped like?
It was like kind of long and shiny, like chrome. It kind of looked like
a dick. It sounds like you're describing
it kind of looked like Princess Amidala's ship in episode 1.
In episode 1, yeah.
In episode 1, they steal away
that
on
ship
that
is
Naboo
actually
cruiser.
Yeah, of course.
Like
it's actually kind of in the
cruiser was just floating over the city, and I lost 15 minutes. I look at the watch, it's 8 o'clock. I look at the watch again, 15 minutes have gone by. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what happened. Lost.
That ship is kind of in the shape of a dick and balls, though.
It is. And it's a shiny, but it's pointy at the end.
That's the Naboo way.
But this one was, and then it zoomed
Naboo
off
way.
and changed direction. So, yes, we have been visited. And I think maybe the government knows something about it. I mean, I've already stated earlier, I believe, that we've been experimented on.
Okay. That's a separate subject. So, Ryan and Cody, has there been a visitation on this planet?
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and put a hard yes on that. I mean, I think at least somewhere, whether or not it was even like there might have been some camel out in the desert that was visited that could never, articulate.
It could never express.
It could never tell. And this might have happened in like 1392 or something, and we would have never known. But
they have paintings with UFOs on them.
Oh yeah. Paintings of camels having sex with alien creatures on the walls of pyramids, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the floor real quick. Why are you so certain that if aliens traveled as far as they would, that they would attack us? Zach, you have 1 minute.
Okay. You can look into the terror of the darkness of night and know that, okay, so even if the aliens showed up and they want to be our pals, they probably got all kinds of diseases. You remember whenever we went to the Americas, white man went to the Americas, and they had all these like diseases that the natives didn't have, and it wiped them out? What if we get some alien flu? You know what I mean?
An alien white man.
Yeah, like these,
white man,
these fucking
alien horses.
White alien colonizers coming in to our planet,
all Christian,
trying to sell us their Xenu religions, and wiping us out with their diseases. And that's if they don't want to just wipe us out with one button. They probably have some Death Star. Maybe that's what the moon is. That's no moon.
They say.
Ryan, Jesus. Fucking hell. Okay, Ryan and Cody.
Why wouldn't they attack us?
Same question.
Or why they would?
Yeah, why wouldn't they attack us?
Oh, why would they? Oh.
Because
Why
like
would
I
they
said
attack
before,
us, rather?
Why would they?
Why
No,
wouldn't
why-
they?
Why
Wait,
wouldn't
why
they?
would they?
Right.
Why would they? Would or wouldn't? You're on the other side of that.
Right. Okay.
I haven't gotten there yet. Okay.
All right.
Whose side are you on, goddammit? Now theirs or ours? You
They'll
gotta
attack
choose
us, they won't
sides in this
attack
war. You know?
Yeah. So like, if we ever managed to make contact with an alien planet, I don't think we would do it ourselves. We would build some sort of a mechanism or a robot or a satellite or something that would go far out enough without any of us to make contact with another planet. We would send signals or send whatever. We would know that we'd probably give them some disease or some exposure to something that they'd have or they would expose us to something. So if we ever even found a planet with alien life, theoretically, I don't think it would be a long time before we ever try to personally interact with them. We'd send some kind of a robot or some drone, space drone or something down to them. And so I feel like the same thing is true of them, that if they ever discovered us, they would never come down here themselves, because if they discovered us, they're smart enough to know this too, that our atmospheric conditions are...
But you said they already visited
disease
us.
or something. I never said that. Only he said that. I was going to go on, but the subject
I said they
changed.
visited a camel.
No, do
But
you have
even
to?
if they
you have-
did visit us, even if they have visited us, I don't think they've specifically visited. I think they've sent down machinery to visit.
So you think the gray aliens are like robots?
No, I think they're gooey, boneless alien things, but they've made robots to come visit us. And that Naboo spaceship you saw on Flamingo.
Are
was
we
just one
talking
of their
about
little
Forbidden
drones.
Planet robots, or are we talking about like Star Wars droids?
Well, no. At the end of AI,
light
weren't they?
beams.
Were they robots? Or at the end of AI, those were robots, not aliens.
Those are
correct?
robots at
very-
the end of AI. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they
and
seem-
so
they
maybe the first people or the first things.
Aren't they aliens at the end of it?
That was so confused. The first time I saw AI, it was so goddamn
haven't
I'm
seen
confusing.
pretty
AI
sure
since
they're
like
super evolved
2002.
robots.
Yeah, they are. They're super evolved robots.
They're
is what
definitely
they actually are.
aliens in Arrival that have come here to teach us something that down the line we're going to use to help them, because they don't think or they don't perceive time as a linear as linear. So
Correct. In the movie Arrival, that's correct.
in
Yeah.
Arrival, that's a whole. It's like they're not going to hurt us. They're there to teach us something that's going to help them. Very
What
similar
about
to
The
the-
idea
Arrival.
that we could help an alien species that doesn't experience time and a progression of events is just insane to me. So these aliens
What
have
is
gone
the-
across the cosmos, across reality, to get little old help from us. But it is
What
a
is
great
the
movie.
answer to that in Arrival?
We,
I don't
we,
remember.
what-
No,
yeah, but we
it-
may
it-
have. Sorry, I'm going to argue against that for a second.
yeah.
We may have a resource that they simply just don't have.
Gold. The
Gold.
the Anunnaki
that.
want gold because
Influencers. They may be after all of our influencers.
because gold
Or
is
our
a really
thoughts.
it's a good conduit, so it's good for
Or,
electronics and stuff. So they could
Or water.
water.
Yeah, water.
They might want our precious
or
bodily
our,
fluids.
our unobtainium.
You know, or in Signs. Remember, wasn't it in Signs? Wasn't it water that they? That
Yeah, they
actually
didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. That was the.
It's in Signs and
their
it's
Achilles
also
heel.
in
In War of the Worlds.
see, we could also have diseases like in War of the Worlds or
Right.
Signs
I love that. I love that movie. By the way, War of the Worlds is a fantastic film.
with Tom
Yeah, I
Cruise.
like it
yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's really
That's
good.
that's really well done.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Classic.
And yeah, and he
great.
just took that from Signs. He just because he's like, oh, it's like the thing, the bacteria, but it's water that
No,
kills them.
that's-
And they
I think
didn't
that's
know.
in the
Well,
book.
Signs took that from War
No,
of the
no,
Worlds.
no. That's what I'm
Is
saying.
it?
Signs
That's not
took it
in the
from War of
book.
the Worlds.
That's in the book.
Oh,
That's
okay.
in
I
the
thought you were
War
saying
of
that
the
War of the Worlds. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if I
well,
said if I
mean,
said
I
that.
don't
Then
know.
I
H.G.
misspoke.
Wells did have the time machine, so he could have gone.
Yeah, did H.G. That's
forward
true.
in time.
I said, there's a genius in the future named M. Night Shyamalan who makes a movie called The Last Airbender.
He's the next Steven Spielberg.
If that's all he took back, if he had a time machine and all he did with that power is he went and
No,
stole
so-
the idea from Signs.
So let's stay on that point. So I think it was back in. Let me read what I wrote down here. My few notes that I took. So back in April, the Pentagon released 3 videos of UFOs.
Spooky.
Or UAPs or whatever, and And then in August, they announced a task force that's going to be continuing to look into UFOs and UAPs.
Okay. I don't actually think that's aliens. I think that's
You
a
don't?
little bit of magicianry, a little bit of distraction. Ooh, look at this shiny.
You think they're trying to throw us off?
I think they're
throw us off the scent?
Throw us off the scent
Really?
of something else that was probably going on in the news cycle whenever that was happening. Probably
It was happening this year. This was during it was in August and April,
that
so
was like during the summer,
near the height of the pandemic.
Yeah, it was probably to distract from the pandemic and how much the government. Trump was like, we'll shoot some planes. We'll shoot some super secret planes or whatever, and we'll say it's aliens to distract us.
They were older videos, though. They weren't recent videos.
Trump did have a great quote when they when those videos came out. They asked him. They said, "Did you see the videos? What do you think about it?" He goes, "It's one hell of a video."
He's not wrong.
That's one. Not wrong. It's one hell of a video.
One hell of a video.
So what do you think, Ryan and Cody? You think these videos are legit or not legit?
I mean,
Who's to say?
who's to say? But I mean, look, why not?
Do you remember that video from back in the
Cody's
90s?
shaking his head no, and Ryan's saying yes. Which
They can't agree. That's what's crazy about this.
the heart is really split down the middle.
All right,
between
I'll
there,
just say it's one hell of a video. That's what I'll say.
One hell of a video. Do you remember that
Zach,
alien autopsy from the 90s?
I love a good video.
I love a video coming out to distract from my failures.
Yeah,
Zach,
right?
Zach, what do you got? You say that those videos are not legit.
Yeah,
Simply
no,
distraction.
I think if we have videos of aliens or if we have contact with aliens, we aren't going to reveal much. We'll reveal certain things to keep people distracted. Like, a lot of the people think that whole Area 51 thing was just they were actually building ultra-secret spy planes, but to cover that up, they said, oh, no, maybe it's UFOs. Don't tell anyone. Big secret, UFOs. We got an alien body, alien autopsy. But
let's move on to the next topic here. All right, this is a good one. In the movie Independence Day, at the all the countries band together when they're attacked. Do you think that would happen? Would all countries really band together if they were attacked by aliens, like in the movie Independence Day?
Ooh, I don't
Zach, go first. Zach, go first.
Okay. I think absolutely not. No, I don't think so. I don't even know how they did it in that movie because they don't have. They don't have.
How do the scriptwriters even come with that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially if this pandemic's taught us anything, we really don't work together very well.
Okay, this just took a very sad and dark turn here.
Yeah. Well, and I also think that the aliens would be smart enough to wipe out all of our power centers early on. Which is kind of what they do in Independence Day. They wipe out Washington, New York, Moscow.
Right.
And then it's all these rural areas. It's a great movie.
Yeah. And then Randy Quaid.
Great.
Randy Quaid.
He saves the day.
I do think Randy Quaid will save the day.
In
That's
real
for
life.
sure going to happen. I think we can all agree
life.
on that.
Yeah.
I think he's on to something.
His beard just keeps getting longer and more magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
I hear he's going to play Santa this Christmas for some HBO Max show.
What? No.
HBO Max is doing some Santa Claus thing with Randy Quaid as Santa.
Is this real or is this bullshit?
No, this is bullshit. That'd be great.
God damn it. Our listeners are going to have to now Google like constantly, Zach.
We need a live
Like,
fact
wait,
check.
is that really happening?
That is that. I mean, it should. Maybe maybe we should start a petition to get that to happen for next
Get
Christmas.
him as Santa Claus.
Ryan and Cody, what's your stance? Would countries band together if aliens attacked us, or would they like in the
probably
movie
not.
Independence Day or
No,
not?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm sure China would do their own thing. I'm sure there'd be a lot of countries that were like, all right, we should work. Like, I'm sure Norway would be like, let's figure this out, guys. And then there'd be a bunch of other fucking countries.
Yeah,
that were
it would also depend on who's in charge, and here in America, obviously, I think there would be, if it happened right now, I think it'd be a little bit harder to get everyone on the same page, since we were already so set on separating ourselves from everyone.
It's interesting to think about is what would be our reaction. Let's say the aliens did land and they weren't meaning to attack us and they had no intention of attacking us. I feel like our defense mechanisms, the human beings' defense mechanisms would rise up and our instinct would be to attack first. That's what I would think.
Oh, absolutely.
I think if
that's why they
happens
need to wipe us
in
out.
Arrival. Right.
We're too violent.
Right.
Yeah, human beings are violent by nature. Absolutely, that's what I think. I think if human beings landed, if aliens landed, they would, with zero intention of harming us and just to strictly communicate. I think we'd have our missiles ready to rock.
Well, when James Cromwell made first contact in Star Trek, it was in a time in the Star Trek universe after World War III. Things were real rough. And things were still rough. And James Cromwell had to band together, and he had to stop being such a hippy-dippy, and he met those Vulcans, and they made first contact. So in that case, that's
what Star Trek is this?
First Contact.
Oh, okay.
With Cromwell.
We gotta hope to Christ that James Cromwell is still alive when this contact is made. Otherwise, we might be in some serious trouble. I have hope in our.
He needs to be the one to make
species
first
if
contact.
James Cromwell's alive.
Right.
For sure.
I'm down with Cromwell leading the contact, but we gotta hurry up with that.
If he just goes up and makes first contact and they blow him up like in Mars Attacks, don't they do that in Mars Attacks?
Oh yeah.
They disintegrate him.
Oh yeah.
Right outside of Las Vegas.
In Peru.
Yeah.
So speaking of Mars Attacks, what do you guys think is the best movie involving aliens?
Alien.
I know my choice.
Oh.
I know my choice.
You say Alien?
Who said Alien? Cody?
Alien.
So the
Cody,
best
Alien?
movie with aliens in it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say the best movie.
I mean, I feel
that
like
has
if you guys...
I'm gonna say the best movie that has anything to do with aliens is 2001: A Space Odyssey. They're not in it, but they are controlling everything that's happening in it. So, that one for sure. And if not that one, Mars Attacks. But those are Martians. If we're gonna split hairs,
You're gonna choose Mars. I gotta choose. I gotta choose James Cameron's Aliens. I think Aliens.
Oh, Aliens is
Aliens.
See,
I
you
choose
guys are
Aliens
going
over
Alien
Alien.
and Aliens. I feel like I have to do Predator, but I don't really want to.
Solid.
I
Solid
would
A+.
say Mac and Me.
that pretty much nails it.
Superior E.T. That nails what it's going to be like when they get here.
It does have Ronald McDonald in it.
What
That scene where he
are
drives down the
considered
canyon.
some of the best alien movies? I mean, there's Independence Day. There's Arrival.
Close Encounters is
Oh yeah,
really
Close
good.
Encounters.
Close Encounters.
Oh,
is
Close
up there.
Encounters.
Close Encounters is a good one. Star Wars. They've got aliens in Star Wars. Those are all
Yeah.
aliens.
Technically,
That's an
Guardians of the
alien.
Galaxy is an aliens film.
Guardians of the
well,
Galaxy.
Yeah, if
Men
we're
in-
talking about anything with aliens.
Men in
Black.
Black.
Men in Black.
Oh,
There
Men
you
in
go.
Black is
Maybe
really
that one's
good.
mine.
That-
I'll say
that's
Men in
a great-
Black.
yeah.
Men in Black.
That's a
Oh,
good
what
one.
about with Roddy Piper? They Live.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, Signs. Signs is a good one.
Signs.
Signs is terrific.
Solid film.
Yeah. But I
You
mean,
know what I might choose
Forbidden
actually
Planet?
is Donald Sutherland, Jeff Goldblum, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. When was that? From 1979.
From the 70s one.
Yeah,
With the-
that is a fantastic. Where they
Yeah.
ended with.
That was on TV last night.
Yeah. Wait, was that on TV last night? I haven't
That was
seen
on
that in a
TV
moment.
last
That's,
night.
that is
Yeah,
a
we've been meaning to
great
go back
guy.
and watch all of those.
It's hard. Maybe number one is The Thing.
Oh, The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh, shit!
Carpenter's
Oh my
The
God,
Thing.
what is wrong with us?
Maybe
of
number
course,
one
the
is
thing.
The Thing. That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
that one's pretty.
It's up there.
Pretty damn good.
It's right up there.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That one. There's pretty much
Pretty
nothing
good
wrong
one.
with that movie.
No, there's nothing wrong. What do you think? What's your thoughts on the ending of that? Do you think he's
of the ending
do you
of the
think
thing
he's infected?
I mean, phew, there's it's hard to say. I someone told me something that something was said somewhere by maybe it was by Carpenter, maybe it wasn't. That if you watch the two of them, if you watch him and Keith David at the end of it, when they're talking, Russell you could see his breath in the air, but you can't see Keith David's.
Really? So Keith David is the infected.
No.
I was suggesting that Kurt Russell was the infected one.
I mean, there's no way of telling.
Right.
The beauty
the beauty
no
of the
answer.
ending is it not knowing. But I
Vague.
think they're both infected.
Or neither.
What do you think, Zach? What do you think,
I
Zach?
think they're
infected?
both infected.
But you
And I
want
think
them
they'll-
both to be infected.
and
That's what it is.
I
You're
think
just
they're going to infect the whole planet. It's going to be a whole thing planet.
After they get off of
Well, if they-
Antarctica.
if
It'll be one big thing.
well, no, because if the thing dies right there, where can it go? I mean, I guess it could be frozen and then found
Could
later
be
on.
frozen. And then they go down and they're, oh man, what happened down here?
The Return of the
I
Thing.
forgot when that movie that came out was later in the late 2000s. That was technically a prequel,
Is it a
right?
prequel?
Oh yeah, the one that came out in 2011 was a prequel to that. It takes place on the base that they find in John Carpenter's.
Yeah.
Where the
Did
dog
John
comes
Carpenter
from.
produce that? He didn't direct it.
He definitely didn't direct it. I don't know if he produced. I don't know if he had any involvement in it or not. I saw it once and I really don't
They're
remember.
He needs to do a sequel. I'm telling you. And
Return of the Thing.
somehow the thing gets the thing in New York.
Yeah, he's just hitting New York City.
Could you imagine the thing in New York? How fast it would infect everyone?
So you want him to take the Jason Takes Manhattan approach
Right.
for
Yes.
for the thing?
Maybe the thing becomes like a
And
cab
then-
driver or something.
Yeah.
That would be
I gotta be
great.
honest,
Yeah, they
one of
do
my
all
favorite
kinds
Friday
of
the
New York gags. Like
One of my
that
favorite
scene
Friday
in
the 13th was the Jason in space. Jason.
Oh,
X.
yeah, Jason X.
Yeah. Jason X.
Yeah.
Jason
What that
X.
one was called.
It's a hell of a concept.
Jason
They had some crazy concepts. Jason X, Jason Goes to Hell, Jason Manhattan. It's
Well, it's just there's so many things you can do with once you take him out of Crystal Lake. You can
right.
just do anything at that point.
So with that, they could do that with the thing.
Right.
Jason-
just take him. Takes
Jason
New
The
Goes
thing
York.
to
goes to
war.
Six Flags.
Yeah, the thing takes New York. The thing takes Six Flags.
The thing
Bring him
goes
I
to
feel
Wall
like you could
Street.
take all the Ernest movies, like Jason Saves Christmas, Jason
right.
Scared
The
Stupid.
the thing goes to jail.
Jason goes to camp,
The thing.
but he's
The
Jason
thing
goes-
is
I mean, that's the
I mean,
first
it's an-
one.
it's an alien, but technically isn't it an alien virus?
Right.
Or
So yeah.
it's
So it's like
the thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
it's like
alien?
a virus that just
And the
I
thing
mean,
are kind of that
it's,
virus.
It's like a monster.
Yeah,
It's
by
not
the
quite
human-
like a disease.
It's a
Like
monster.
it's like a there's a word for it. It's like a
Very
it's a living
Lovecraftian.
creature.
It's just like amalgamation of whatever sort of things it's infected. I mean,
It's a thing.
It's
It's a
a thing. It's the
It's,
thing.
it's a thing.
I
It's
thought
a
it
thing.
was. I thought you would get infected by it. You don't. It just takes you over.
I get so when you see the thing at the end, like when it's like the big monster with like the face and all that shit, is that some sort of like combination of a bunch of things that it's
That's
That it's-
that's a combination of a bunch of people that it's that
Right,
it's
yeah,
sort of
'cause the
developed.
head
I
splits
thought
off.
infected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a virus in that it's using your body, but your body's not a human body anymore because it can turn into
It
the
changes
thing, so
almost
it's
every
not-
cell.
But your
Right,
body's still a
exactly.
host.
it's a host.
Your body's still a
Temporarily.
host
Of
to
the
the
thing.
thing.
or it's like just
Okay.
some sort of mimicry of your body and just
Right.
taking the shape of it.
Yeah, because it's not like your human body is hosting it so much as it's hosting the illusion of your human body. Because at any given moment, it's the stomach can open, and it changes it. And so I don't know if you could call it a virus.
It's great, whatever the hell it is. It's a great movie.
It's a wonderful thing. I'd vote for it.
I feel
should've
great.
shot
And you know
that
what?
dog.
I think there's an argument to be made that it could be a Christmas movie because there's so much snow in it. You see.
Well, so what makes a Christmas movie? Just snow? Just any movie with fucking-
I think if you argue it enough, you could argue snow,
Well,
snow-covered
they're
movies.
there during the winter, I would assume. So anything
I mean,
that
it's
takes
Antarctica.
place
It's
during the
Antarctica,
winter.
isn't it? Always winter.
The lands of always winter. I believe that's what they're called.
All right, let's
I'm going to start calling it a Christmas movie, and maybe by 2030, everyone will just accept that, and everyone will watch the thing around Christmas time.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's move on to another very important topic. Actually, you know, I'm going to break it for a second. If we before we move on to these final two topics, let's right now switch sides. Zach, now you're choosing
Oh,
that the aliens would not attack us, and Ryan and Cody, you're saying that they absolutely would. Zach, and then I will do the final two topics. Zach, I'm going to give you the floor. You have 2 minutes starting right now. Go.
Okay, so if an alien has the technology to get out here, it would basically almost be impossible for them to physically travel through space. They would have to either be extra, not terrestrial, but extra dimensional, or they're extraterrestrial characters that can travel through wormholes. If they have that fucking technology, or if they're extra dimensional beings like Cthulhu here, they wouldn't give us a second thought. We would be nothing. We wouldn't even be a blip on the radar for them. They would pass right over us. Forget about those people. We would go between their molecules. We wouldn't matter, you know?
Ryan
I think
and Cody?
we would survive.
Oh, they'd absolutely kill us.
Yeah. So Stephen Hawking had been saying that for years, and he used the example of like anytime an evolutionarily advanced species or society or whatever met with a primitive one, it's never been good. Or even if you look at like people meeting with bugs, or like how you would destroy an ant pile or something. Yeah. It's never good. So to say that, to think that these beings, say they're like billions of years ahead of us, they would not consider us any more special than we would consider like bacteria or something. So if they wanted to make a point,
and what's more is they might look at our planet and think, because they're traveling, who's to say maybe their planet wasn't messed up for some reason, or who knows what. They're maybe trying to find another habitable planet, and they find ours and they say, oh look, they're fucking it up. These things are irresponsible with their planet. We have to get rid of them and take over this planet for the sake of it being a habitable zone, because they're kind of messing around with that right now and they're not, responsible. So, or maybe they just do it for sport.
Not like Mars attacks.
Predator. Maybe they would hunt us because maybe they know that the more dominant species, or it's just maybe they just like taking over other things and other.
Didn't Predator land here? I forget the exact lore with all the different movies that have come up. Didn't Predator land here by mistake? I mean, weren't they originally hunting aliens?
Oh, Christ.
Well, they have that alien skull in the second one, right?
Yeah, in the second one. And then Aliens
the one with Danny Glover?
Danny Glover.
So yeah. According to Alien...
I'm too old for this shit.
From 2004.
He was too old. He was way too old by the time he did Predator 2.
Right. In the first one, I don't think
there's
any... Danny Glover?
Danny Glover's coming back with Gibson. They're going to do another...
Lethal Weapon?
Lethal Weapon.
Shut the fuck
up.
Are you bullshitting right now? Tell me the truth.
I'm serious. That's what
they should involve Predator.
Yeah.
It's still good.
But
everything okay, Codes?
For now, I think so.
Yeah, so anyway, so in the first Predator, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure that they came down here for the specific purpose of hunting people. But if in Alien versus Predator, they were using... But you can't really like take Alien versus Predator and be like, that's what it means in all these other movies because it's such a ridiculous movie. But I think they were using Earth or they were using people on Earth so that aliens can get inside of people and hatch aliens, and then so that they could come to Earth and hunt aliens, or xenomorphs specifically. But that's just in that movie. There's nothing saying that in the other two Predators, I don't think.
And Prometheus doesn't acknowledge predators at all, correct?
I don't think so.
I think in the third one he was planning to, though. And
was he really?
He's gonna
he's gonna introduce them.
He's gonna bring the Predator.
And Prometheus 3, Alien.
I hear it's gonna be a mix between that and Gladiator. He's gonna try to split the difference. Because they've been talking about that Gladiator sequel for a while now, and so it'll be like
Predator in the Coliseum.
Alien and Predator in the Coliseum fighting Maximus, who's been resurrected through alien technology. That's what I read anyway.
What would the Gladiator sequel possibly be about?
There is a real script out there. I think it was written by Nick Cave. Yeah, where he's like.
Wait, Nick Cage or Nick Cave?
Nick Cave, the musician.
Oh, because I would love to see.
Nick Cage written Gladiator 2, where he's like in the afterlife or some crazy shit, and it was actually talked about being made, but I mean, I don't know how that. I don't know what that would be like. I think the
Yeah,
first one
I
pretty
say
much
they
sums it
shouldn't
up.
do it unless he decides to bring xenomorphs into the mix. I think that's the only excuse he could have to make a Gladiator sequel.
That would be great.
Then I'm all about
Gladiator
it.
versus Xenomorphs.
Yeah.
Some
Right.
ship crash lands in his fucking cornfields or whatever.
Right. It could be a prequel to
Is,
Gladiator. Like,
Right, he just never mentioned
he just,
it.
yeah, he doesn't
He's
mention
running
it.
his hand through the fucking fields again, and then he looks up, and this fucking ship is crashing down. And he goes on, and he sees all the eggs.
Right.
That would be a great opening. Like, that's
It'd
how
be
you
great- it'd
open
be a
it.
great
It's like
prequel.
his son or whatever. Go out and get some fucking whatever. And then he goes in,
Finds the
and all
eggs.
you see is he just goes up to the egg, and the fucking squid jumps out on his face, and it's title.
Gladiator.
You mean the squid? You mean
Alien.
the face hugger?
The face hugger, yeah.
Yeah.
It jumps right on his face, goes to black, Gladiator 2.
And then
Face
at
hugger
the
would be a
end,
really cool pet to own.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus.
Zach had a face hugger on his face for Halloween.
for Halloween.
That was his.
Oh, you?
Halloween
I've seen those masks.
Yeah, because I had to wear a mask because I was out, so I was like, I'm gonna wear a face hugger on my head, on my goddamn face.
Yeah. You guys wear the masks everywhere you go.
The face hugger masks.
You
I wish,
maskers?
but normal
Yeah,
masks.
just a
Yes, you
face
got
hugger
it.
mask.
Yeah, we're like
You
Yeah.
got to wear the
we're
mask.
responsible.
You got
it.
We're
Those
very pro
masks.
mask here. Very pro. I got my mask right here, just ready.
Oh, you got it.
to go.
Just keep it in.
You
your
can
pocket.
get it
Oh.
through Zoom now. You can
You
get
can
it
get it through
digitally.
I've read that.
Yeah,
Good
but
thing
not
we're
Discord.
using,
Not you can't.
Discord.
Not Discord,
Discord
that's-
is safe.
Discord is safe, guys. This
Zoom
Let's
will
Hug It Out with
give you
Roberto Raad is
COVID.
sponsored by Discord. Use Discord for all of your needs.
All of them.
All right, let's move on to the next question. Oh, this is a good one, guys. Would you? This is a multiple
here we go.
tier question. Would you have sex with an alien?
Yes.
Have you seen
Oh.
Have you seen V the series?
Oh, I
Because in V the
remember it.
series, when they come down, they look like humans, but they're lizards underneath.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
knowingly have sex with an alien if it was in human form, but underneath you knew that it could, it was
Isn't
some
that movie
different-
Life?
Well, I
Kinda
hear
like
some
that
of
too?
them are like disjointed, so they can do all kinds of weird limber sex positions.
So, Zach,
and
what's
I
your answer?
I would say yes, because I think that they could probably they'd probably be very enjoyable. I hear these, especially the lizard ones, are very sensual beings. You know what I mean?
Why
Like,
are
they have
lizards
these-
sensual beings? Lizards
I
are
don't know.
notoriously
they're
cold
greased
and
up they're
unfeeling.
fucking each other in palaces. So I mean, it's just known that the lizards are having these crazy sex parties.
This is just known.
So-
This is common knowledge.
Is this just like, am I going out of my way to have sex with an alien, or is
You've
it
met,
like,
and the aliens have taken over. They've acclimated into human society, and you've met one, and she tells you that she's an alien before you guys have your night together.
But I've already
and,
taken her out or whatever, and like,
Yeah, but you took her out in her human form,
yeah.
and she tells you, "Hey, I'm really this
How
creature
drunk
inside."
am I too? That's another thing that,
That's up to you. I don't know.
yeah.
All right, Ryan and
Like
Cody.
sake at
So
dinner.
Zach's a yes. Zach sounds
I'm
like a
yes.
definite yes.
I'm a definite yes.
If she looked like oh god, what's the actress? Natasha something, the one from Species.
Species,
Well, it's not-
I was about to say.
Oh yeah, I'd fuck.
Yeah,
some
if she looked like
yeah,
that.
if it was like
yeah.
or Life Force, I think that's the same situation. That movie.
or even
Would
if
you
I've had a
fuck
couple.
E.T.?
I would not fuck E.T.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do it. Maybe if he's dressed up with the little wig like he does in the movie.
If he's dressed
Be
like a woman.
good.
Be good.
Yeah,
Maybe.
by the way, by being an alien, how are we assigning a male or female, attribute? It could be it's just an it at this point as far as we know.
Right. I mean,
What about
it
the
depends on
Mars
on-
Attacks alien?
Exactly. That's what I was
That's
gonna say.
true.
If it looked like Lisa Marie with
Yeah,
the,
we
with the
might
big
all
head.
be acting like Martin Short.
Yeah, Martin Short's ready to get it on with that one. So he gets his
Yeah.
finger bitten off.
It'd have to be
So
one
is-
charming alien.
Slapping the cheeks. Remember, like a year and a half ago, whenever everyone wanted to break into Area 51 to fuck some aliens, to
Yeah,
slap
yeah.
some cheeks.
Is that wait, what? Is that
That's
what
what
they?
that was about.
Is that the sole
That's what that
purpose?
whole
Was trying to
movement
fuck
was
some
about.
alien?
Absolutely.
Prime
That's what they were
directive.
saying. They wanted to go in, break into Area 51 to slap some cheeks.
Is that the saying? What?
Yeah.
That's
Slap
right,
some
look out.
cheeks, you know?
Hashtag slap the cheeks. It was a big deal.
Hashtag slap the cheeks.
What did the cheeks refer to? The alien cheeks? Are we
Alien
referring to alien
cheeks.
ass?
Alien
ass.
ass.
Like
All the
slapping some
various
alien
cheeks
ass.
these
Slamming
aliens
some
said aliens
alien
might have.
ass. I mean,
Real question, Zach, did you go to this?
I had to work, so I had to miss out on it.
Would
But
you have
I
gone
would
if you didn't have to?
I would have absolutely gone. If I didn't have work that day, I would have gone. I'm very I didn't have any more sick days.
Yeah, got it. And Ryan and Cody, maybe I missed it. What was your answer? Are you a yes pro sex with the
Depends.
alien?
Depends.
Probably.
If it looked like Species or E.T. with the wig, yes.
Okay, once again, so ET with the wig, yes. ET with the wig. It was surrounded by a bunch of stuffed animals.
Exactly.
Just use them as cushions.
Couple of drinks.
So you don't care what. A couple of drinks. So you don't care what it is underneath. You're gonna, as long as in the outside form is, is a species type character.
Right. I'm very shallow when it comes to this topic.
I know, because I guess it matters. Like, do you really care about like what's underneath, what's inside?
No,
What if it was like a little gray alien?
like
a wig
a
on?
like a little quintessential.
Oh, like an American Dad.
Yeah.
What's it? What?
right. Like
What's his name in
Roger. Like if
Roger,
it was-
like Roger in American
from
Dad.
American Dad.
No,
With a wig?
There
Roger
are
gets hot
parts where he
sometimes
gets
when he
the
dresses-
wig. He does put the wig on, so you never know.
Yeah, he's got that Bugs Bunny thing going for him. Where
Right.
Bugs Bunny was very feminine sometimes.
Oh,
Right,
speaking
right.
of Bugs Bunny, what about Marvin Martian?
Oh.
Would you fuck Marvin Martian?
Would you
I
fuck
wouldn't.
Marvin
I have too
Martian?
much respect for him, and I would fear that he would judge my performance. So I would not go.
Yeah.
I used to have vivid sex fantasies of Marvin the Martian when I was younger. Vivid.
Did
I
you?
remember you telling me
Very
about that
vivid.
in the 6th grade. You told me about that.
Part of your sexual awakening.
He was very dominant. Marvin Martian is very dom.
Yes, Zach.
You kneel there. It was very master slave type shit, you know.
Yeah.
But with a Looney Tune.
The Looney Tunes.
But with Marvin the Martian.
Okay.
My dog can watch.
Would you have a problem having sex with a cartoon alien? Would you think that would be easier?
Oh,
Like
I think it would be
Avatar?
much easier.
Yeah.
I can tell you
Like
this:
what?
I would not.
Wait,
have
did you
sex
say
with that
did you
blue
say
thing.
Avatar?
Yeah, I would not have sex with the blue
That's a
thing from
cartoon
Avatar.
alien.
I don't like those things at all.
That's like
I just-
Avatar is terrifying.
I just can't have sex with any alien that's like, taller than me is fine, but those aliens from Avatar are like 11 feet tall. That's just too much work.
They would crush you.
I think you just like
That
hook up
too.
with your
tail.
With your tail anyway.
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
have
that's right.
Yeah, they fuck
remember
with
they
their
had
tails
that-
under
the
home tree.
11-minute sex scene in that movie.
Yeah, in the director's cut.
He needs an editor.
I want to see the Terrence Malick version of Avatar.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that would be interesting.
You kind of made
There'd be a
one.
lot less ridiculous dialogue in it.
I'd say
that's
the
for
New
sure.
World is as close as you're gonna get.
This
It's
is
the same
great.
story. Yeah.
Did you ever
This
see
is good.
Gaspar Noé's Enter the Void?
Oh yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
His version of Avatar would be amazing.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd see that.
I'd love to see his version of anything with aliens fucking humans. That would be pretty good. That might exist. I don't know. I haven't seen all his movies.
It should exist.
Should exist.
Oh, you want to see a very tough movie to watch, and I don't want to go into the subject of this movie, but Irreversible. I don't know if you ever saw that film.
Oh, long time ago. It was
Very.
They could have used a couple Martians in that one. Really, can lighten it up
Yeah,
a
they
little bit.
could.
It's a little dark.
I feel like every movie could use a couple Martians.
Just throw Marvin the Martian in there. Just Tarkin
yeah.
in here and there.
All right, here's one of our final questions, guys, as we near the end of our podcast here. Here's one of our final questions. If aliens, and there's going to be 2 sections to this, okay? So, and Ryan and Cody will go with you. So, if aliens picked you up and offered to take you away and show you the whole universe and all of its wonderful wonders, but you had to leave this world forever, would you do it?
Think so.
Ryan-
You gotta go the old Richard Dreyfuss.
That's,
Do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
You're going.
And you gotta.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me add a layer on top of that. You can't tell anyone. You just have to go.
Yeah, fuck them.
Sure.
Just go.
Fuck
Sorry.
family, fuck friends. I'm going.
So if we completely disappear one day, I mean,
Gone.
Gone.
Forever.
Gone, babe.
But you're seeing everything. You're seeing everything. They're teaching you everything. And,
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
We'll
easy
get into the
trade.
logistics later of how you're going to bring. They've got the tech. They've got the tech. Don't worry about the tech. They've got the tech.
Right. Richard Dreyfuss, for sure.
All right. Cody, you concur?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, Zach, I feel like I know this answer, but go on.
Absolutely. I'd go right along with him. Space adventures. Can I bring Gary? Can I bring the dog?
I love you so much, and I love Gary. You can't bring anyone or anything with you.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
You also can't,
Fuck him.
you also can't tell Gary that you're going.
Oh, that's all right. He won't care.
You can't
Well,
understand.
I know the follow-up to this next question, which is, would you go for a year, but you get to return, but you can't tell anyone you went?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's like some Doctor Who type shit. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. You
You
guys,
Disappear for a
just
little
feel
bit,
so
travel
much
through
smarter
space.
than everyone.
I see the second one. I think I would do. I would disappear for a year and then come back and be able to not tell anybody. I think that I would be able to live with that. But I don't know if I'd just be able to disappear. It's tough.
I mean, you gotta
know-
wonder, like, is space a lot of fun though? Because I would want to know that space is like. I don't want the aliens to be like, oh no, space is fun.
Right. I want
This is a
this
lot of fun.
year trip to determine whether or not I want to be doing that kind of shit before.
Oh, that's
I
a
mean,
good
like
idea.
like a
Try
trial
it out
run.
before
Right.
you buy it.
You want a little trial basis. You want to
Exactly,
Right.
try it
I want
on
a free,
before you commit
I want
to
a
it.
free year of space travel, and then we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want. Yeah. Sounds like you want a lease to own
Yeah.
before you commit to it fully.
Right. That's a
Before you,
big.
take it
commitment.
off the line.
Right.
Yeah, give it
Well,
a
the
test
first
drive.
question is a huge commitment.
It's the. It's
I mean, you
So
could
you'd be
die
able-
in space too,
I don't know. I think
and
about
no one
my,
would hear you scream.
Yeah. I feel like I think about my mom and my dad, my family, my close friends.
I would too. I
You
think
can't
about all
even
my
leave
loved
like
ones.
a little note.
No,
can't
no
leave
notes.
Space
No.
back in never.
No, you have to. It's absolute. You cannot inform anyone. You just have to go.
Yeah. I think about all my loved ones, my mom and dad and everyone, and then I think about space, and I think, fuck them, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'll
Cody,
be fine.
To space.
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 Cody, you're
Final
by the way.
frontier.
No carry on.
Wow.
No
So you
carry.
guys are so cold. You're as cold as the aliens that were fucking earlier.
That's
The
right.
lizard aliens. Your
This is
hearts
the-
are as
these-
cold.
these are the big
Although
ideas.
according to Zach, the lizard aliens are the warmest species of all, and the kindest,
Yeah.
and the most
Very-
giving, and the most
very
sensual and
sensual.
sexual.
Very sensitive.
Very warm.
What lizards have
know,
you owned that they're sensual?
Fucking Spielberg
What-
said that after having kids, he wouldn't have made the choice for Dreyfuss to go onto the ship and take off.
Spielberg said that?
Spielberg
Well, at
said that
least-
he made a lot of like story decisions in that movie, like the things that Dreyfuss does in that movie, that he wouldn't have made those same director choices if he had had kids whenever he was making.
There's
that
not like a version where he does stay, is there?
Yeah,
I think there is.
He walks
Are you
on with a
serious?
big walkie-talkie
I believe.
instead of the
Wait,
gun.
didn't
that
they
he has.
make like two endings to that movie, and then they?
Wait, they
don't
did? I didn't know
know.
that.
But
There
that
might be.
one's that's crazy.
And the
if he did
moral
that.
of that story is
Pretty sure.
don't have kids if you want to maintain your good ideas of getting Richard Dreyfuss on that spaceship.
And he did something crazy, like whenever he came out with this, the re-release of the movie, where it was like the special edition. He made it so
Yeah.
that the special edition would be the only edition that you can get. I could be full of shit, but I think
He did all that
he
shit with
also
ET,
had
for
the rest
sure.
of the cast get a much larger stake in that version of the movie. So they all
Wow.
own a little piece.
Every version I've seen, Dreyfuss gets on the ship and goes, but I don't know. I don't know if there's another one. I'm not sure. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there is. But
I'm not going to look it up either.
there's no point. Just ignore
Spielberg
it.
Spielberg versus Kubrick.
Bro,
Kubrick, excuse me.
I mean, Kubrick.
You
I mean,
you have to eliminate one director from the face of the earth. Their stuff never
Eliminate.
existed.
Yeah.
Oh, Spielberg.
Spielberg.
I haven't eliminated. I love Steven Spielberg. He's like the best, but he would have to go.
Bye,
compared to Kubrick.
Steve.
He'd have to go compared to Kubrick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Kubrick's-
Spielberg
Who's
is
that?
great.
I mean,
Wait, are we removing the stuff that Spielberg has produced as well?
you're removing all of it.
Oh no, then I gotta keep Spielberg.
Yeah, I mean, look,
It's tough.
it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That's a very tough one because
You got Jaws, you got Doctor Strangelove.
I can't lose. Yeah, but I can't lose Jaws, and I definitely can't lose Jurassic Park. I definitely can't lose Jaws. I can't lose Jurassic Park.
To me, it's Jurassic Park or The Shining. I don't know. I'd probably keep.
For me, it's coming down between Jaws and The Shining, and I'm keeping Jaws over The Shining. Zach, what do you
I
got?
love The Shining. Man,
I love The Shining. By the way, I love The Shining.
I gotta keep Kubrick, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think so.
I guess I'd have to too because the 2001 because 2001 is I think is the best movie ever made, and Jaws is like the fifth best movie ever made. So, and I love Jaws, but I gotta go with 2001. I gotta go with Kubrick.
So AI, you've all seen AI?
Love it.
Not in a long time.
Okay, but
due
you know
for a
that
rewatch.
I
was
watch it once every 3 months, I think.
Okay. Right before bed.
Right before
so
bed.
that movie was written and initially it was supposed to be, or at least directed by Stanley Kubrick, right? But then he passed away, sadly, and then Spielberg either continued it or just flat out directed the whole thing. I can't remember what the story was. But I wonder what that movie would have.
He directed all
Say
of
that
it.
again?
None of it was directed by Kubrick, but Kubrick had a lot of it like laid out and had concepts drawn and written and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and then Spielberg directed it from the.
Do you think? Because that's a movie. I don't know how well you remember it, but I always wish that they had ended it at the Ferris wheel. It was a super dark ending, and then they had that whole final part of the third act where we see the confusing: are they aliens or are they robots coming? You know, they're gliding over the ice in this frozen world.
I think
You guys remember that at all?
yeah.
And then they
I
give
don't want
him
to
the
get.
last moment with his mother.
Where they give him the
Right.
last moment with his mother, right? Because the bear has the hair. I was like, I feel like if Kubrick had this, it would have had a darker.
I think that is
ending.
a dark. I think the Spielberg ending is a pretty dark ending though. If you it's like it's disguised as a
Versus
sweet
if they had
ending,
just
but-
left
That
it.
whole movie is really
I
dark.
thought they were gonna
'cause
just leave it at the Ferris
purchased that
wheel.
fucking child and print it to that woman, and then she just throws him away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy movie. It's crazy.
Leaves him on
The
the-
actress, that's Toni Collette, correct?
In that, no, I don't think so.
Who is it?
No, it's
I believe his
Who is
name
that?
is Jude Law.
No. That's not who we're talking.
Jude Law.
I don't think it's Toni
Pleasure
AI cast.
because Toni Collette plays his mom in The Sixth Sense. Haley Joel Osment's mom.
Who's the? Oh, it's Frances O'Connor. No.
Francis.
Yeah, it's Frances O'Connor. I thought it was Toni Collette.
Yeah, no,
That's the
I can see her face, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. Good
Classic.
movie.
Who's to say? Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Those are not those are sex robots in that movie, right? Isn't Jude Law like a? He's a sex
sex
Yeah,
robot.
he is a sex robot.
Yeah.
Would you have any issue fucking a sex robot?
Oh, absolutely not. They're
They
real
look like Jude
greasy.
Law.
They
No, no,
already fuck
absolutely.
dolls.
I mean, I'm just talking about Jude Law in a wig.
Yeah, if Jude Law wore that ET wig, forget about it.
No,
Jude
but
Law in 1999 in a wig. He doesn't even need to wear a wig. Maybe a little
99
lipstick,
specifically.
eyeshadow.
Alien versus Robot. Which one are you gonna? Which one would you rather? I'm just obsessed. with
Isn't
it.
that a Jon Favreau movie?
Alien versus
versus
sex
robot?
bots.
Alien
it?
versus sex bot.
I know he did
Or sex
Cowboy
bots versus
Alien.
cowboys. I think the cowboys start fucking sex bots. Is what I think. Oh, no, that's Westworld. Who knows? It's all
That's true.
all
Yeah,
crazy.
that is true.
I mean, people already have sex with like fleshlights and inanimate objects, so a robot, I feel like, would be an easy
I mean,
step
I'm
for
not
most
gonna
people.
like go out on the night, but like if I have an opportunity there, like falls in my lap to have sex with a sex robot, I'm not gonna pay
Yeah.
for it. I'm not gonna like go to the bar and waste time getting all dolled up to go find myself a sex robot.
Yeah.
But if I'm like hanging out and like the sex robot is there and the sex robot's like, you want to do this thing? Then I think I could probably fuck a sex robot.
Would you rather fuck a sex robot or an alien?
It depends. It depends on
Well,
what
a
we're talking
sex
about.
robot, because a sex robot is built just to have sex. So you can imagine it's pretty good. Whereas an alien might, like, who knows, like, you might stick it in some alien hole and it might be like its beak or something. I don't know. It might snap down on you.
It's beak. And last thing you're gonna want is that beak.
Stay away from beaks, kids.
The old
Cody and
Scooby.
Ryan, what about you guys?
Like I said, I guess it would depend because it's like, I mean, if you got species alien looking like that, acting like that, and then you got Jude Law sex bot acting like that, looking like that, I have to flip a coin.
I'm gonna go with the Jude Law sex bot.
Jude
He's a
Law,
good-looking
sex bot,
man.
okay.
Jude Law.
All right.
Especially as a
All right.
1999.
Well, do you know why Stanley Kubrick couldn't direct that movie? Because the CIA had him killed for Eyes Wide Shut, and he was going to reveal more alien secrets. He knew about the aliens.
Oh. God, I love Eyes
More
Wide
than
Shut.
anyone.
That is
Eyes
a
Wide Shut's
fantastic,
so
Now
good.
fantastic.
that's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah.
That's a Christmas movie.
Great.
That's a really Christmas movie.
That's a Christmas movie the same way that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's Christmas trees. There's Christmas lights.
I mean, it takes place during
Takes
Christmas.
place during Christmas. There's
yeah.
presents. Forget about it.
Nicole Kidman is so beautiful in that movie. My God.
She's so good. She's fantastic.
She's great in that
Yeah.
movie.
She's fantastic. I mean, she's just a fantastic actress.
That movie's amazing.
And she left Tom Cruise right after that. Stanley Kubrick died a day after the edit was done.
You think
Very
Scientology,
mysterious.
Stanley,
Tom
do you think
Cruise became a
Scientology had something to
Scientologist.
do with that?
I think, and then Warner Brothers edited the movie
That's true.
and put some, yeah.
They digitally added things
so who
into
knows?
the movie to cover up the sex scenes.
And the alien scenes.
And originally the
aliens.
Leon Vitelli character and the main guy with the mask, he takes his mask off.
Yeah.
And he's got like a crocodile face. And they were like, no, this is
And,
too much,
cut
Stanley,
out-
and they cut it.
Cut out 20 minutes.
Wait, are you being
20
you're being
minutes
serious
of,
right now?
of
This is true.
crocodile orgy.
They cut out 20 minutes.
God
of
damn
this
it.
movie.
God damn it.
Well, who knows? We don't know.
I mean,
We'll never know.
because
We
they
will
tell us
never
that the
know.
Why did I even entertain that?
There's
Second.
the crocodile orgy
20
scene
minutes.
that's on the dark web.
What's
Yeah,
in the
we'll
missing
see
20
that somewhere.
minutes? They're going to
missing
release
20.
it in 40 years.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they lied to us in 2000. Because in 2007 the DVD came out, and they're like, "This is everything that we cut from you."
Yeah, to be honest, there was stuff that they put in there, and it wasn't until 2007,
No.
almost 10 years later, that they released the DVD as it was originally intended, which is madness,
Yeah.
because he's one of the greatest directors ever to live, and they fucked with the
So
last movie.
Maybe we'll get that director's cut.
Yeah,
down
and we'll have the
line.
lizard. We'll have the
We'll
lizard
have
orgy
the-
finally added back in.
We'll have the scene where he
Crocodilian sex.
reveals all the secrets.
Right.
all the secrets that they're all just lizards underneath.
They're all just lizards. Eyes wide shut.
Your video did? Okay.
That's gone.
Well, guys, we lost Zach. Zach is gone. We've lost Zach. Just dropped out. That's fine. We've got Cody and Ryan still with us, and I think that's going to be the end of this podcast because Zach is gone. His phone just ran out of shit, ran out of storage. Well, that concludes our podcast, guys.
Eyes wide shut.
Oh, I think they killed him.
Yeah, I think the CIA shut that.
I think
They shut
Zach
this
was telling too many secrets, and they had to cut his feet.
The CIA has cut Zach down. He's gone. So Zach, be quiet for 1 second because we can hear you, but the audience can't. So hold on. So we lost Zach. He's
Zach
gone.
Is screaming on the
It's
other
sad.
side of the line. We hear him being dragged out of the apartment.
We'll never see him again.
He mentioned the CIA one too many times. I mean, we haven't even posted this yet, and that's
He's
how
done.
good they are. That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
good they are. You talk
They're
about them, they're
fast.
just gonna get you.
Yeah. So whenever
They'll
you're
get
watching
ya.
this, whoever's watching this or listening to this, Zach is being tortured in some little.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
he's
hearing
being
it, we're hearing
tortured.
it all right now.
Some crocodile CIA agent
Is fucking him in the ass right
fucking
now.
him in the ass.
They've got a ball gag in his mouth.
God rest
It's all
his soul.
real. Everything you believe is
All
real.
real. That's what he's saying in his fucking jacket. It's all real.
It's all
real.
It's all real. It's all real.
Flew a little too close to the sun.
Oh, poor Zach. We're gonna miss him.
We're gonna miss him. God,
We'll
God
see him-
bless.
we'll
This
see him
this
later.
whole this is
Yeah,
dedicated
All right, guys.
to his memory.
The show is dedicated to Zach Blu. He will be missed. He's going to be alive for a long time being tortured, but we'll never see him again.
he'll-
So
he'll
he'll
keep
be
him
for
missed.
alive
decades.
longer than he was supposed to be kept alive.
Guys, before we go, do you have anything to plug? I'm going to plug something on behalf of Zach. But do you guys have anything you want people to go see or watch or check you out?
Of our own. Go to our Vimeo. We got some shorts on there. We got our movie The Beast, starring Clarence Gilliard from Die Hard and Walker Texas Ranger. That's on Amazon, and we'll have a new horror anthology movie coming out sometime soon. Whenever we finish it up, Roberto's in it. It's going to be called the New Orleans Haunted History Tour. So that's going to be a lot of spooky fun. So make sure to check that one. But yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Cody.
All right.
I don't know.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
What? I don't even know what you just said. What's that?
Nothing.
What?
I miss Zach though. I miss his presence.
We all miss it.
Yeah, we all miss Zach. Rest in peace, Zach. So, Zach, check out Cheetah Man. It's available somewhere. Zach, where is it? He's able to talk to me, but go ahead, Zach. Go to www.youtube.com. I don't know if you guys have heard YouTube. Always type in www first.
Always.
Or http:// whatever that is. And go to youtube.com/Cheetah Man. Cheetah, spelled CHEETAH, not HAAH is how you spell cheetah. Cheetah Man, one word. Guys, that is it. Thank you so much to Zach Blu, to Ryan and Cody LeBoeuf. Once again, we're available on Apple, Spotify, Buzzsprout, Overcast, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Let's Hug It Out Podcast and Let's Hug It Out Podcast.buzzsprout.com. If you would like us to debate a specific topic, please message us on any one of our available platforms after you have subscribed, or find me on Instagram at Radling. That's RAADLING. Hit me up. Guys, keep hugging. Always wear masks. Stay safe. And, just, hug yourself. Hug yourself. Give virtual hugs. And I'll see you next time on Let's Hug It Out.
Thanks for having us, Roberto.
Guys, thank you so much. Zach would be saying thank you right now, but he's being tortured to death.
Zach's saying, please, God, stop. Help me.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's getting fucked so hard right now, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. It's on topic.
All right.
So.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, it's totally on topic. Yeah. All right, guys.
All right.
We've talked about a lot. Peace out. See you
Peace
next time.
out.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye. That's an annoying voice. Okay. Bye.